Hey guys, this is Mr. AJ's Tech here, and today we're going to comparison between my MacBook Pro and my MacBook Air. Getting a little techie in the specifics, the MacBook Air is the Core i5 base model MacBook Air. So what is in this is the Intel Core i5 1.6 gigahertz processor, Intel processor, 2 gigs of RAM, and of course the 64 gig flash storage, which is basically the equivalent of a solid state drive. Over here we basically got my power-hungry 13-inch laptop. Now this laptop is basically maxed out. Starting off, this is the 2011 MacBook Pro Intel i7. So that's clocking out at 2.7 gigahertz. I also upgraded it to 8 gigabytes of OWC RAM, one of the best RAM out there, as well as I got a solid state drive in the main bay, and that's a 120 gig OWC Mercury Pro Extreme. So that's, again, one of the top solid state drives around. And then I also got a 500 gig stock drive that actually came with the MacBook Pro in the data doubler in place of the DVD drive. So both of these don't have a DVD drive. So I'm just going to be comparing boot, some applications, restart, and some simple tests with hard drive. This is not really processor versus processor. I know that I did a video on that before, and it epically failed because I didn't realize that processor did not really have much to do with read speeds. So what we got, I'm going to do boot test, and yeah. So I believe that the solid state drive on the MacBook Pro is still faster just because it's the top of the line and this is the baseline and stock. So we're just going to go ahead and boot. I'm going to try to do this at the same time as accurate as possible, of course. So there we go, we got both computers going. The MacBook Pro is a little late on the white screen, but here we got both Apple logos, and we'll see what comes up from this. And we can see that the MacBook Air is actually faster. What I thought would be the MacBook Pro from doing boots separately. But basically, they're pretty matched up. Again, this is the base model. This computer is probably worth around $1,000, $1,000. This one's probably worth around $2,000. The difference: powerful processor, 2 gigs of RAM. Yeah. So that was the neck and neck. One thing to remember is that the MacBook Air is brand new, nothing on it. This has 2 hard drives in it, so it has to mount 2 hard drives. It has to load up all this stuff plus my login information up here, so definitely keep that in mind. Plus, I got over 400 gigs of storage on my 500 gig drives, and then on this I got at least half the drive taken up. So it is mounting quite a lot of space. I know that when the solid state drive is brand new and it's only got a simple operating system on it, like Lion, it takes about 8 seconds. So what I'm saying is that even though the test was proven false, I still think this is much faster. We're just going to go ahead and open up, let's just say iMovie. So let's go ahead and open up iMovie on both of these, just because that's what both of these have on them. So we're going to go over to here, right over to here. I'm going to try to click these again as accurate as possible. So both of them are going. MacBook Pro first. Again, the solid state drive being faster in read. Of course, this is the first time, so now that they're both up, they're both in the RAM, and we're going to go ahead and try that test again, and I'm sure that it is going to be much, much better for both of them. So here we go again. Again, MacBook Pro first. So that's just that's the most intensive application I can basically get on the MacBook Air right now, just because it doesn't have any Photoshop CS5 suites. But that is really just showing that the MacBook Air is just as powerful as a $2,000 computer. I'm not trying to brag again. I don't like to brag, but it is trying to tell the point of the video. So This is $2,000, this is $1,000. It's keeping up and performing very well compared to the MacBook Pro. So definitely keep that in mind. This is the $1,000. This is twice the price range. Plus this has 2 gigs of RAM where that has 8. So if you do the math, this is basically 4 times the RAM and the processing power, where this is a 1.6 gigahertz, this is a 2.7. So that is a gigahertz and 0.1 difference. So definitely significant, but really the hard drive makes all the difference. Solid state versus standard SATA with moving parts, it's a huge difference. So if I were to show my MacBook Air versus my Mac Mini with dual 7200 RPM drives, the MacBook Air would pwn, I guess you could say. It would do really well against the MacBook or Mac Mini. However, when coming to, let's just say, rendering, exporting, whatever you want to call it, the Mac Mini will do better, this will do better, and then this will come in. But all of them with the solid state drive will do great, especially with the Intel i5 line of processor. So I will be doing more coverage if you would like on the MacBook Air. I can do it versus the Mac Mini, rendering speeds more. So we got the Intel i5 on here, which is still a very powerful processor. So guys, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in the future, whether it be the MacBook Air or something else iPhone related. So I will see you in the next video, and I hope you saw the unboxing. If not, go check it out in the description, or there may be an annotation right around here. That's, of course, if I remember. So I'll see you in the next video, and see ya.